Hi everybody, I'm Deepa Nagarajan. I want to share with you a few thoughts and few tidbits about the rapid spread of coronavirus that is happening today, right? And actually there are too many messages that are floating around in the social media. There are so many messages that come on a daily basis on WhatsApp, on Facebook. There's so much of posts being made on Twitter. So I think this is actually creating a lot of confusion, and there's a lot of proliferation of information that is happening, right? So I have a suggestion. Let us all stick to the official messages that are coming from the official handles of the government of India, of the Prime Minister's office, of Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself, of the state governments and World Health Organization. So there are very, very specific official channels which are giving out the right information and the right kind of message and right kind of instructions for people to take care of their safety. So let us all actually follow these official channels and take the information from there. Second point, I think is just not taking this information into us. We also need to follow these instructions that the health officials and the government is giving us very diligently. It is not difficult. I mean, staying at home and doing a self-quarantine and taking care of ourselves and our family members and their health, this is not a difficult thing to do. This is the must do, and this is an existential question that we have today. Right? So let us follow these instructions diligently. Look at what happened with the Janata curfew yesterday. It was disheartening to see that as the Janata curfew was gaining momentum, and it was so beautifully followed by all the public, then we see videos of several public and several citizens coming out of their homes in big groups. They're so closely mingling with each other. It is so dangerous to do such things in such a delicate situation that we are in. On one hand, we are trying, the government is trying its best to help us, sail through this situation, and on the other hand, we are coming out of our homes in groups when we should be quarantined, and we are celebrating like there is some festival, festive celebration happening in the city. I think we really need to take care of ourselves and our near and dear ones, and we all have a social responsibility towards other citizens. And I think this is something that we really need to take cognizance of and be responsible. This is the real meaning of education, right? Let us show that we are educated people, and let us show that we are responsible people. So this is the second point. Third point, this is very specific request that I'm making to the government bodies, the Prime Minister's office, our Union Health Minister. Why don't we take care of our scientific community and scientists? Organizations like NAL, HAL, even government bodies like EPFO are working. They do not have an opportunity to take leave. Their leaves are not being sanctioned, and I think we are putting all these government servants at great risk. So I urge the government to consider, including them in this measures that we are taking to protect ourselves and our citizens. Very specifically, I want to point out the teacher community. We don't have schools and colleges happening, and we see that teachers are being forced by colleges and schools and universities to come, even though there are no classes, even though there are no students in the classes. They're mandated to come to the college and schools and do what? Teach who when there are no students in the classes? So can we please take care of the teacher community? Can we please take care of our nation builders? So this is my humble request, and I urge the government to consider this very seriously. Last but not the least, I still get a lot of news of several organizations, corporates and several organizations actually making their employees work, not giving them work from home option because of BCP, business continuity planning, and because of profitability or revenues, right? I do understand that there are pressures on businesses to build their revenues, to keep the profitability up. Yes, that is important, but this is not the time to push our employees, to push the employee community to come out of their safety zone and put their lives at risk and come and work at workplaces. I also heard very sad news that one of the senior leaders in one of the big organizations actually was so engrossed and engaged in putting together a remote working infrastructure for the employees. He worked several days and nights without rest, and finally he collapsed, having a massive cardiac arrest. I think this is the time that organizations should be empathetic, put empathy and humanity above profitability and revenues. There will be a time when we can make up for profitability. There will be a time when we can make up for the lost revenues, but we need to now save humanity. And this requires a lot of empathy and understanding and far-reaching thinking. So I urge corporations and corporates to actually put humanity and empathy above profits and revenues for just the next few weeks' time, when we are all gearing towards breaking that cycle of the virus increasing, rapidly. So let's work together and do our little bit, our share of our responsibilities to help the country beat this virus. And I think we all owe this to our country, to this planet. Thank you so much.